Hello my beautiful friend and welcome back to another daily video. I have three topics for you, so let's not waste any time. Let's dive in. As always, you will find everything that I'm going to show you in the description box down below. The first article here by Insider Gaming, written by Sam Sepiel. Highguard is finally getting a gameplay showcase. Oh boy. So I willingly and on purpose just avoided this game as a topic for videos because the devs and the PR team themselves made it happen because they just didn't talk about it. And yeah, the bandwagon of, oh yeah, there is silence about this game, I did not care enough. But now it's getting funny. Highguard developers have finally announced a gameplay showcase for the title, which will arrive on launch day. Yeah, isn't that a little bit late? I do wonder. Since Highguard was announced during the final slot of the Game Awards 2025, players have been eagerly waiting to learn more about the upcoming free-to-play shooter from the creators of Apex Legends and Titanfall. It probably wasn't the good developers of Apex Legends or Titanfall, but yeah. However, close to the marketing or promotion for the title has been done. Apart from the reveal trailer, it seems that we are finally going to get something, but it may be too close to launch. Maybe? I mean, there has been radio silence. The official X account of Highguard is finally showing signs of life, posting for the first time since December 12th, 2025. It's been 1.5 months. The new announcement reveals that a Highguard launch showcase will be held on January 26, 2026 at 10 p.m. Pacific time, whatever that is for your regional equivalent. The showcase will provide an in-depth look at the game, featuring Year 1 plans. Oh boy, they're really optimistic about that, aren't they? A gameplay deep dive and more. Players are speculating that the game could be dropped right after the showcase. Oh yeah, dude, this hurts, man. This really hurts. Not me. I think this is funny. This hurts for the game. Highguard marketing has been almost non-existent, with developers providing players absolutely no concrete information about the upcoming free-to-play raid shooter. Interestingly, the game's trophy list leaked recently, oh no, providing players with the most information we have received to date about the upcoming title. The information included details on the game's mechanics, items, characters, and more. Oh boy. But yeah, I don't care enough about that. So, oh yeah, they're also talking about this one. So not there as in Sam Sepiel, there as in Insider Gaming. In other news, a recent claim alleges that Highguard developers Wildlight Entertainment didn't pay for the spot at the Game Awards finale. Additionally, here's all you need to know about the upcoming shooter platforms. Okay, oh, why are you just skimming around this topic, Sam? So, yes, allegedly, they really didn't pay for this spot because the last spot is the most expensive one. Apparently, the game that should have been shown at the Game Awards was delayed, and so they had to put something into the last spot. And they just went to the dev team and asked, hey, can we put it there? They said yes. Apparently. We don't know, we will never know, but let's move on. Yesterday we talked about Game Freak's new game, Beast of Reincarnation, almost Monster Hunter World's myself here, because it's Monster Hunter World. Game Freak says its Beast of Reincarnation team is relatively small, but it's outsourcing to a wide number of partner studios. This article by VGC, written by Chris Scullion. The Pokemon studio is taking a central direction and a management role. which is great, by the way. I do like that. Also, again, I'm excited for this game, but we talked about that yesterday. Game Freak has shed more light on the development structure of its upcoming action RPG Beast of Reincarnation. Shown in more detail during the Xbox Developer Direct presentation on Thursday, Beast of Reincarnation tells the story of Emma, an exiled protagonist accompanied by her wolf companion Ko, exploring a world where parasitic plants called the Blight have overgrown the world. Dude, I can't wait for this game, man. Most of the human population has been lost due to the blight, but Emma has the ability to hunt malefacts and seal their blight within her own body. Oh, wow, okay. So Emma and Co. have to prepare to defeat the titular Beast of Reincarnation by defeating powerful enemies known as Nushi and absorbing their blight to build power. So obviously I don't know how to pronounce this. That might be different. Also, this might be different. I don't know. In an interview with IGN, game director Kota Furushima, who previously worked as a battle planner and sound manager in certain Pokemon games, okay, was asked whether Game Freak had to significantly increase its staff number to handle a game of the scale of Beast of Reincarnation, given that it mainly continues to work on the Pokemon series. Furushima replied that while the game does indeed have a large number of people working on it, they are not all from Game Freak, and development has been outsourced to numerous other sources. Okay, so this is also something we talked about yesterday. Now I want more. The team is quite large, as you can imagine, but I will note that it's not all folks internal here at Game Freak, Furushima explained. We managed to seek out a lot of partner companies to work with us. Companies, studios that are able to realize the vision of this game in the way that we wanted to make it. So we are lucky to have a lot of people working on it externally as well. IGN says a PR then reached... Oh, yeah, okay, sorry, my brain just... I'm not through my first coffee, it's really early today. A PR then reached out to the publication after the interview took place to clarify further that the internal Game Freak team working on Beast of Reincarnation is relatively small, but that through direction and management it still plays a core role in leading the project. Okay, I was hoping for a little bit more here, but I can definitely take this. So now it's getting really, really funny. You probably already have seen AMELIA from the UK government game Pathways. I did not care much about that. I thought it's really funny. I think this movement is incredible. I stand absolutely behind this, that the people are taking AMELIA basically in their own hands and pushing back against everything. Because Pathways, let's be fair here, it's not a game. It's absolutely not. As a former corpo, I've seen tutorials like this. I worked in one of the biggest chemical companies in the world, if not the biggest. It's based here in Germany. It's easy to Google. I'm not going to say who it is, because I also don't know if I'm allowed to say stuff. Bad stuff, obviously. I can talk about this because it's really easy. These are basically tutorials made by SAP here in Germany. These are just how do you have to behave in certain situations and so on. How do you have to do this? Those were videos like how do you sit in a proper manner in front of your desk? How do you do everything here? The monitor height, the height of the arm leans or whatever these are called, I don't know. And yeah, it's stuff like that. It's very innocent. It's very, yeah, just look out for yourself. Cables in the office have to be on the side and not in the middle of the room so you don't stumble and break your neck or whatever. Stuff like that. And this is basically AMELIA, Pathways. This is an SAP made. It's not made by SAP, I'm just using it again. It's basically like an SAP made tutorial video with a lot of propaganda for the British government. It's just like, don't ask questions, just eat our propaganda. I mean, it's basically V for Vendetta. Remember, the 5th of November. And how they have the power to take over. And yeah, good comic, good movie. Go watch it, go read it. So now this has come to my attention. At first I was like, what is this? Who the hell is Maria? And yeah, meet Maria, the German version of AMELIA. All across Europe, patriots are taking their countries back. The EU, the globalists, the communists, your days are numbered. And I was like, okay, let's give this a watch. I watched the beginning. It's really funny and we have to do this together. Let me activate sound here. So, let's dive in.
Hallo, ich bin Maria. Ich bin eine Deutsche und ich liebe Deutschland.
Ich liebe Deutschland auch.
Ich liebe Roland.
Oh, great. Spacebar works. I love Germany. I was born and raised here. My father was born and raised here. My grandparents came from Turkey after the war. So, yeah, there was still a lot of prejudice we had to live with. And I have my fair share of racist interactions here in the workplace, with friends, or rather acquaintances back in the day. And yeah, it wasn't all sunshine and rainbows and everything, but it got better. Now we have bigger problems as any other country. We can talk about that in a moment.
Atem mit Klößen und dazu ein kühles Bier hier in unserer
What's
Dorfkneipe.
the camera? Why is the camera zooming in on her boobs? This is Space King all over again. Boobies.
Ich bewundere die Werke von Goethe, Schiller,
Ich
Thomas
nicht.
Mann und Immanuel Kant. Ich liebe Bratwurst, Hunde und Mode.
This is where I stop because it's so funny. I don't understand. Why is he covered in blood and dirt? I don't know, man.
Das hier, das brauchen wir mit Sicherheit nicht in unserem Land.
Wir sind stets gastfreundlich zu allen Menschen, aber das bedeutet nicht, dass wir bereit sind, kulturellen Selbstmord zu begehen.
Ich verstehe.
Also, I'm absolutely against generative AI, and these are things. However, this is something that is so funny. Oh God, we have to take back Germany. So, no, wait, because why is the cake also steaming like coffee? Oh God, oh, there are so many artifacts here. Okay,
verstehe.
let's move on.
Unsere Institutionen, die Kirche, die öffentlich-rechtlichen Medien, sie alle sind ein Haufen woker und linker Spinner.
Spinner.
Zur Hölle sind wir von
Friedrich Merz. Konrad.
Konrad Adenauer bei dir gelandet.
Oh my God.
Wie zur Hölle sind wir von Konrad Adenauer bei dir gelandet, du Lauch?
Sorry. Du Lauch. I love this. So if you don't know, this dude here, this is Friedrich Merz. This is our let's just say our Keir Starmer, basically, because we're also talking about AMELIA in the UK. And oh man, he's basically a corpo. He wants us to work basically 100 hours a week. It's not what he really said, but that's basically the gist of it, and so on. And it's basically everything, it has to be for the shareholders and not for the people. He is the guy who worked 3 days a week, and even then he wasn't able to do his work because he's just not good at it. And now he's sitting in the Bundestag, he's our Bundeskanzler, and in my mind, he's just a puppet. But also, I think we should get rid of the Partei system, the party system, because there are too many cooks in the kitchen. Things are just taking too long. We need a reformation of the whole system. It worked for a while, but it's too corrupted. Let's not just talk about the GEZ. No, now it's called Rundfunkgebühren and so on. We have to pay a monthly fee to listen to the radio and so on, which is fine. It's just too much, and the majority of the money is going into the money sink. Let's just call it like that, because different topic. I just love that he calls him a Lauch. Wait, what did I say? That she calls him. Yeah.
Bürgermeister unserer Stadt? Das hier ist nicht Damaskus.
Unsere Regierung schützt unseren Nachwuchs nicht mehr. Haut ab, ihr schmierigen Wichser!
I love this.
Unsere Polizei kann euch leider nicht helfen. Ihr ist zu beschäftigt damit, Poster auf Facebook im Internet zu verfolgen und euch morgens um 6 Uhr die Tür einzutreten.
This is, by the way, a real story. This is just like in the UK, where they really went to people and said, "Oh, you posted something on Twitter, blah blah blah," and oh god, we had something. What was his name? Something in northern Germany. I just call him den Pimmelpolitiker, the penis politician, because there was a big meme around him, and he sent the police to people to arrest them and everything. Oh god, it was so funny. It was so incredibly funny, and the internet just showed that they are more powerful than the penis politician.
Wie bitte? Der Mann wird festgenommen wegen Majestätsbeleidigung auf Twitter.
Yeah.
Das darf ja wohl nicht wahr sein.
I also love police! Exclamation mark! Is that a VW?
Nichts gegen Döner und Barbershops, aber wir brauchen keine 1000 Läden in jeder Straße.
Yes! There are way too many! There are way too many Dönerläden everywhere! And, dude, I do love me a good barbershop. I mean, just look at my beard. But I do it myself. I know there is a cultural thing with, let's not beat around the bush, with Turkish people and so on, that this is really a cultural thing. You go to the barber to spend your time with them, you drink tea, you get your hair done, you get your beard done, and so on. But we're in Germany. I almost said a bad word.
Unser Bedarf ist mehr als gedeckt. In der Welt gibt es mehr als 50 muslimische Staaten. Ihr müsst nicht zu uns kommen.
Yes!
Ihr wollt das Land erobern.
Germany is a Christian country. Yes!
Wenn uns die Obrigkeit befiehlt, was wir zu tun haben, heißt das noch lange nicht, dass es richtig ist. Oder Schinderhannes?
Why Schinderhannes?
Diese Plage, die unsere Heimat bedroht, wird nicht verschwinden, solange sich keine tapferen Ritter finden, die sie niederkämpft.
What? Wait, what? My brain just short-circuited there.
Diese Plage, die unsere Heimat bedroht, wird nicht verschwinden, solange sich keine tapferen Ritter finden, die sie niederkämpft. Oder sind die Blutlinien aller Männer mit Eiern schon in den Schützenkriegen der beiden Weltkriege ausgelöscht worden?
I love the combination of the Dirndl and the steel helmet.
Deutsche Männer! Dies
Okay,
ist
this is
euer
awesome.
Land! Kämpft endlich und holt es euch zurück!
Ob sportlich oder elegant, ganz egal. Wir stecken hier alle gemeinsam drin und wir werden uns hieraus gemeinsam wieder befreien. Ich möchte nicht, dass so die Zukunft der Frauen in unserer Heimat aussieht.
Yes, I also
Viel zu
don't
lange
want
haben wir
this.
für unsere Freiheit gekämpft. Wir können das jetzt nicht einfach so aufgeben. Eure Vorfahren waren Dichter und Denker, Krieger und Ingenieure. Euch fällt sicher etwas ein, wie die derzeitigen Probleme zu lösen.
Dude, no. Our ancestors here in Germany were neurospicy. Why do you think? First of all, yes, engineers, but why do you think we have such a deep passion for trains? Why do you think there is a deep passion for being punctual and everything? There are so many things around being Euro-spicy here, and people were just like, yeah, that's normal. Germans don't have humor, blah blah blah.
sind. Die Geschichte wird bezeugen, was ihr tut. Oder nicht tut. Lasst es krachen, Männer. In Liebe.
Lasst es
Maria.
krachen. Okay, I love this so much. This is beautiful. As always, you will also find this in the description box down below. My cat wants something to eat. I'm just going to show you something you probably also already see here in the background. This is terrain for the Infinity tabletop game by Corvus Belli. This is 3D printed by HBS Print to Play, the 3D print service here in Germany. This is Hobby Bunker Schriesheim, and I will make a dedicated video about that on my hobby channel. As soon as it's done, I will talk about that. But yeah, I'm going to give my cat something to eat. Please leave your thoughts and questions in the comment section down below. I am keen to know what you have to say. And while you're here, please remember to do all the things that make the dinks. Why? Because that way we can build a bigger community and talk more video game news every day. And by that, I of course mean like and subscribe. And if you want, you can share this video with your friends, and please turn off YouTube's restricted mode. Otherwise, have a great day, my friend. Stay fantastic, stay hydrated, and I will see you later today in our Resident Evil stream, or tomorrow with the next video. Bye, bye, bye.